So we are wrapping up, I think, our parable series, right? It's been so delicious, Mommy. I've been enjoying all the parables, especially the ones written by you all. So we heard and experienced and received lessons this week from Sekou with his parable, The Storm Runner, right? And the takeaway for me for that one is that question, right? What are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding yourself today, Diana? What are you feeding yourself? And I catch myself when I'm feeding myself junk. I catch myself and I'm like, that ain't nutritious. That ain't nourishing. Let me go get something else, right? And then yesterday, we had the parable of the mockingbird by Nan, and that was amazing. Wasn't that an amazing story? And my takeaway from that one was all around hope. Right? When you feel like you're at your wit's end and there's nothing left, you can hope. Because hope is that opening, right? And I love what you said, Lindsay, about hope being the seed for knowing, right? Hope is the seed for knowing, right? So sometimes we have to hope until we can get to the knowingness, right? And that's okay. So just shout out to Sekou, shout out to Nan, love the parables. And we got another one, y'all. We got another one coming at you today in a moment. So I want to share this first. And a couple of you have reached out to me that you went and purchased the book and how much you love it. So I'm glad. Irvin Seal, Learn to Live, New Thought Interpretations of the Parables. So I think one of our brother Jesus' most popular parable is the parable of the prodigal son, right? And he includes that in this book. I think it's the last parable, actually. And it's very meaty, his interpretations, the New Thought metaphysical interpretations of the prodigal son. And so I just want to read this one little piece, and it is just one sentence that I want to read because it's in alignment with this next parable that I'm going to share. The mind that does not recognize its own worth cannot possibly make use of its riches. The mind that does not recognize its own worth cannot possibly make use of its riches. And so he was talking about the two brothers, right? So I'm not going to go through that story. I think most folks are familiar with the prodigal son parable. So with that being said, I want to share the parable of the lost girl. The parable of the lost girl. And I will reveal who wrote this wonderful one right after. Okay. A young girl connected to the universe of consciousness lived free and unencumbered. Arms spread wide, she danced among the magic of butterflies, dragonflies, and lightning bugs. She conversed with flowers and trees and sang rhythmic accompaniment with birds. She knew who and whose she was. As she grew older, the world, bold, sharp, and biting, came knocking one day. Mutterings of, "Who do you think you are?" And "You can't do that," along with musings of, "That's not for you. You're not really thinking of doing that," found a small crack of doubt in the girl. As she grew into adulthood, the world got bolder, sharper, and more biting. The crack began to widen, and the universe of consciousness in the girl narrowed. She began to feel encumbered, lost, unsafe, unloved, alone, and unworthy. Through a small health crisis, the universe whispered, "My child, you have strayed off center." The noise of the world drowned out the whisper and tightened its grip. Soon, through a more pressing health crisis, the universe loudly spoke, "My child, you have strayed off center." She heard and she knew the truth, but years of fear and doubt remained tight and kept their grip around her. After several years, the young woman, began the journey of reconnection with the young girl she remembered in her dreams. But the tethering to the world remained strong. Through a major health crisis, the universe boomed, "My child, you have strayed off center." The woman realized she needed to do the hard work of untethering herself from the world and to look inward and reconnect to the magic of the universe consciousness. She remembered the magic that lived within her and realized that she was never lost, never unloved, never alone, and never unsafe. She was worthy of all the magic. The universe consciousness within widened, and she embraced the knowledge that no matter where she is on her journey, whether hiking the cliff mountaintops or dipping deep in the valleys, she need only to reroute to center and reroute to the magic within. And always remember who and whose she is. I'm going to read that last paragraph because it's so delicious. I just got to read it again. The universe consciousness within widened. She embraced the knowledge that no matter where she is on her journey, whether hiking the clipped mountaintops or dipping deep in the valleys, she need only to reroute to center and reroute to the magic within, and always remember who and whose she is. All right, y'all. Need a drum roll. I need a drum roll. The Lord. Julienne Hairston. Yeah. Oh, Julienne, that was so good.
Hi. Thank you for this challenge because it was hard. It was hard to write, and hearing you speak it, I started tearing up. And so I want to thank you for challenging all of us to write our parables. It was uplifting and it was freeing and it was really powerful for me.
Thank you.
Really powerful.
You did it. You did it. You said yes. You said yes. Yes. So tell us, what was the lesson in that for you?
Really that I've never been alone. I've never been unsafe. And that I am magic. And not both, and I don't mean it in like I'm magical and you're not, or you're not and you're not. I mean, we are all magic. We all have that magical, we're all connected and we're all like you say, a unique expression of God.
Yes.
And and it's funny that I've returned to nature. I've been walking in the mornings early. Now not so because it's so dark now, but up until just a couple weeks ago, I was walking like 5 o'clock in the morning, and the birds are singing and the bunnies are running, and sometimes I catch a deer, and I felt it. when I didn't walk, if there was a day that I didn't walk, I felt lost. I felt like I had to get back out there. I just felt so one with God and the universe. And as I've allowed myself to open to that, open to the magic of that, and to the knowledge of that, things have got, all those things that have been hard have been so much easier. Yeah, you know, and I'm walking and I'm like, I'm a child of God. I'm God's child. I belong to God. Nothing can touch me. I'm God's child. And I just repeat that mantra, you know, I belong to him, not the world. I belong to him. And that no matter what I face, he's going to see me through. God is going to take care of it.
Yes.
And it's so funny because Nan, with her mockingbird, it reminded me of one day I was walking, and I have a path, a route that I take, and I'm walking around this circle, and I said, I'm not going down there. I'm not going down where I usually walk. Didn't feel fear. Didn't feel like there was something sinister down there that I needed to, but I was not going down there for whatever reason. I was not to go down there. And I talked to myself. I was like, well, maybe I'll just go part way. And then it was like, the message was like, you're not going down there. I was like, well, but the birds are down there. I hear the birds there. I don't hear the birds up here. I hear the birds down there. So if I just go halfway, I can hear the birds. Don't you know, when I came around the corner, a symphony of birds started singing. They have never sung before that day, and they have never sung since. So I'm like, okay, God, you don't want me going down there. I'm not going down there. So it's just, you know, there's always messages, and he's always telling you and always talking to you, and you have to always remember to listen.
Yes.
And so now I'm trying to always listen.
Yes.
To what I'm, you know, and there's always little whispers, and we miss the whispers. And then those whispers get louder and louder until it's like, hello. You know, so.
Yes, Nan, those birds, right? Yes. Oh, yes, Mommy. It is a wonderful parable.
Oh,
wonderful parable. And what you're saying, what you're speaking to, I think everyone universally can feel that, has experienced that. You know, those moments of feeling lost.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And we feel lost. We feel lost when we have wandered away from our true selves.
When we've let those little conversations, you know, it can start really innocently, you know, like someone says something, they don't mean it to be a negative, but you take it as a negative, and then another person maybe in another way says it, and then now that's the story you tell yourself. You're like, why are you talking to the birds and the trees? Why are you, you know, who do you think you are? And you know, you're not that, and you can't be that, and you have to be this, and you have to be that. And you let the world tell you who you are instead of who you know you are. And the thing is, I've always known it, but have been fearful of it because other people have not known it. And I took their word instead of my own, because it felt like you're being full of yourself, or you know. Yeah. And there's so many nuggets there, Julienne. So many nuggets, because so this one nugget, you are who you surround yourself with, right? There is a collective consciousness, right? The world has a collective consciousness. Our families have a collective consciousness. If you go to a spiritual center, there's a collective consciousness there. At work, there's a collective consciousness, right? We call it culture, but what it really is a consciousness, right? And so what collective consciousness are you a part of, right? Right.
So who we surround ourselves with is so powerful. I was listening to Greg Stamper he's the co-pastor at Celebration Spiritual Center. And he was quoting somebody who says, you know who you are by the 5 people that are in your circle, right? And he expanded that by saying, you know who you are by the 5 beliefs that you have about yourself. Because the people are just a demonstration of what you believe, right? And so I was like, yes, yes, yes. So what are we believing about ourselves? We are magical, right, Julie? We are magical. We are magical.
Every last one of us.
Every last one of us.
Every last one of us.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Julienne. Thank you so much for taking the time, for writing it, for sharing it, for expressing it. Yes, high five. Yes, Wayne, high five. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for always challenging me and us, Rev. It's been everything for me. So thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
I love you too. I love you so much. You know what you mean to me. You know where I've been and where I'm going, and I'm still climbing because I still have those little stories coming. You know, I challenge myself every day. We all do.
Yeah.
Almost sometimes it's like every 5-10 minutes. Like you have to repeat yourself. You are God's child. Don't even worry about it.
Yes. Persistent. Yes. Consistent. Yes. 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 Thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, y'all, wasn't that great? Yes, yes, Nan. Y'all are awesome. You are awesome. Every last one of you are awesome. So see what comes, right? Those parables, y'all, our life. Our life is a parable. It really is. Our life is a parable. I think each one of us can find something that happens every day and create a parable. And that simply means for us to look for the deeper meaning. That's all it means, right? To look for the deeper meaning. What is there for me? What is pulling me, right? What is pulling me? It's time to transform from being pushed to being pulled. What is pulling me towards myself, towards my gifts? Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, let's check in with Sekou real quick. I listened to the Be Your Own Hero show this morning, and that's a parable right there. The parable of the cloak.
The parable of the cloak. It was a mess. It was a mess. If you haven't seen the Be Your Own Hero show today, check it out. I didn't even do any intro stuff. I just started the show and told this story. It was amazing and interesting. And yeah, I felt like it was a physical manifestation of the universe guiding me in the right direction. And I was fighting it the whole time. Trying to get away. And it wouldn't let me. So yeah, the parable of the cloak. I even thought about you, and I was like, this is a parable right now. I'm in a parable. I'm literally stuck in a parable right now. But at the same time, I was like, I got to get unstuck. I got to help. Yeah, it was very funny. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the replay. This has been my favorite episode thus far. My favorite story thus far that I've told on the Be Your Own Hero show. So check it out. Even better than the Smoothie King. So if you saw Smoothie King, you already know. Like that one. I was just on a Cape with my dad, and we went to my cousin's house. We're all sitting down, and my dad's like, "Now it's time." And I was like, "Time for what?" He's like, "Tell everybody the Smoothie King story." I was like, "You too, Dad? You too? That's what we're doing? I got to tell the Smoothie King story on demand?" So anyway, this is even better than that story. That's the point. So go check it out.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Sekou. And congratulations, Sekou, on day 102.
102 today. 102 days of consecutive running, over 260 miles, which is further than New York to Dulles Airport in DC. And over $2,000 raised so far. Just go to my website, SekouWrites.com, and you can contribute right there. Only $13 will be 5 cents per mile. So $13.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm already in there. So come on, Congregation of Joy, support this charity run. And you can do so just by going to Sekou's website, and all the information is there. All right. All right. So I saw, Diana. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, look for the deeper meaning. What is pulling me rather than continually being pushed? Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, the very popular quote by Michael Bernard Beckwith, right? That you are pushed by pain until you get pulled by vision. You're pushed by pain. So many of us start this journey because we're in pain. Right? We're in pain. And so the pain is pushing us. Yes. And then the transformation starts to happen. Instead of being pushed, we find ourselves just pulled, right? Just pulled in by this vision of what our life can be. And that's where the deliciousness is. That's where the birds are singing. That's where our intuition is speaking to us. That's where the rerouting and the rerouting is happening, in the pulling, All right, y'all. So, yes, Lindsay. Pushed by pain until we are pulled by vision. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the parable series. We'll have some nuggets of parables throughout time. And thank you again, Sekou, Nan, Julienne, my mom, for writing the parables, for writing and sharing your life with us. You know, it's very, it's to be vulnerable, you know, when you share the essence of what you've gone through and how you have gotten over. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. All right. All right. Diana, you giving it to me today. She said, my favorite quote by MBB, rerouted. Have a good weekend. All right. All right. All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.